Hey guys, what's happening? So I got another Tucker Carlson video that I came across. This time he's following up on that 180-day provision that the government had put into the corona relief package not too long ago. And so he's in discussion with a former defense official by the name of Christopher Mellon. And he and him get into some discussion about concerns about what they're going to release to the public and what type of information and technology. It's very interesting. So here it is. This is Tucker Carlson. Check it out.
So there have been a number of different coronavirus bills, and they're big, and they've got a lot of stuff in them that's nothing to do with coronavirus, and a lot of it's bad. But here's one good thing and an interesting thing. This was in the bill that the previous administration got through in December. And it had a provision in it that started a 180-day countdown for the government to tell us everything the government knows about UFOs. That would include classified UFO sightings. Now, John Ratcliffe, who was the director of national intelligence, has said the report will have massive implications. Frankly, he said there are a lot more sightings that have been made public. Now, Chris Mellon has been on this subject more carefully than maybe anybody in the United States. He's a former Pentagon official, and he joins us tonight for a preview of what we may find out. Chris, I appreciate your coming on tonight. What do you think we're going to learn in this report?
Well, thanks very much, Tucker, and thanks for drawing attention to this issue. I think it could be profound and transformative, as the former DNI, John Ratcliffe, suggested, because in 1970, when Project Blue Book concluded, they concluded and told the American people, we don't see any evidence of technological breakthroughs beyond anything that we can do ourselves. We don't see any evidence of a threat to national security. I don't think they can honestly say either of those things in this case. And as people begin to digest that, and they are going to address this at an unclassified level, so that'll be a public statement, I think that's going to raise a lot of questions and send some shockwaves.
So they've been lying. I mean, I think we can say that, and who knows why, but that really is the question. Why? Why haven't we heard this before? It's a huge deal. It could change our perception of our place in the universe, really. Why hasn't anyone come forward with this prior to this coming June?
It's largely been a matter of stigma, and people are afraid to discuss it. It's shocking, and this is how I got involved. I became aware in 2016 that U.S. Navy squadrons operating off the east coast of the United States were having recurring encounters with these vehicles, and nobody in the intelligence community was responding. Nobody was supporting them. Nobody was backing them up. Nobody was investigating. It was not being reported up the chain of command. The Secretary of Defense didn't know. It wasn't a matter of concealing the information in the sense of they knew it and processed it and withheld it from the public. It was a matter of hear no evil, see no evil. And that's okay as a personal choice, perhaps, but that's not what you want in the intelligence community.
No, it's totally negligent and reckless, actually. Do you think that we'll find the government has physical evidence of these vehicles?
We may. I do want to temper expectations a little bit. The request from the Congress is not to release classified information, but to review all of the classified information, regardless of source, and then render an unclassified judgment based on that review. So it's not going to be a big document dump. It's not going to be revealing necessarily new videos or anything of that nature. But they will be reviewing all of the information if they do this in the manner that it's been requested. And then they're going to also have to address who's in charge, how are we going to manage this issue going forward, who do we think is behind this? Issue going forward, who do we think is behind this? Breakthroughs here that we should be concerned about. So there's a lot on the plate, and I think it is going to be a big deal.
Man, it's just so frustrating. I wish they'd just be honest about everything. They're still hiding material from the Kennedy assassination almost 60 years ago. It's really remarkable. Chris Mellon, I appreciate you've done so much on this topic. I hope you'll come back.
Thank you.
All right, guys, there you go. Tucker Carlson with another interesting interview with Mr. Mellon. One thing I took out of that was the fact that the Navy kind of withheld that information for so long, and they withheld it not because it was classified, but because they felt that there was going to be a stigma put on these pilots and everything. That's kind of interesting, but nonetheless, it looks like that we're going to be hearing and seeing a lot more stuff here in the very near future. I just found it kind of interesting that it was put into that coronavirus relief package. I don't know how that got in there, but that's just really, it's just really strange to me. But anyhow, just tell me what you think. Go ahead and put a comment in the comment box below. Give it a like, give it a share. Give it a thumbs up, whatever, subscribe, favorite, blah, blah, blah. You know the whole routine. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in some other video. Peace out.